Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Saturday, Saturn Day, April 19th, and the energies in the day adds up and reduce to number 5 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. The spirit guidance, I don't know why I smiled, but something about today feels like it might be a little bit messy, but in a good way. When it comes to the spirit guidance, we have the camel, and the camel comes out in the reversal position. And with the camel coming out in the reversal position, the camel energy would bring me to, so in the upright position, the camel brings me to long distance travel or just commitment in a thing. It's like, this requires so much time, or, you need to lock into this for this amount of time. The camel energy, in the upright position, it brings me to time, and it brings me to something requiring time. In the reversal position, it brings me to not as much time being required when it comes to something, or something about a lack of time and a lack of commitment. Something about a lack of time or a lack of commitment. So today the moon is still in Capricorn, and the moon is our inner world, our inner conversation, how we're speaking to ourselves. And it's in a place where, yes, we're still focused on our ambition, on our legacy, things of that nature. Today is Saturday, ruled by Saturn. So there is an emphasis on time. And the camel energy also brings up something about time. But the energies in the day adds up and reduce to the number 5 vibration. So there's something around communication, and Mercury, the planet of communication, is in Aries. And the mind, Mercury, is at a place where we're, quick to respond, quick to communicate, quick to say something. The mind, Mercury, is in a place that's impulsive. I think of a person saying a thing, and then after realizing that they said the thing, and after, realizing that they said the thing is when they realize that the thing probably was unnecessary to say, is something that comes to mind when it comes to today's energy. Also, what comes to mind when it comes to today's energy, I think of like, not a breakdown, but it's like someone giving in. It's like realizing that something was going to take away a lot longer than one anticipated. And instead, either some kind of a change of mind happened today. Or I think of the person who, maybe they were going to pursue the medical program or something of that, and then it clicked how long it's going to take. And then there's this sudden change of heart type of energy when it comes to today. But definitely something around some kind of change, some kind of sudden and unexpected change that wasn't anticipated. But at the same time too, when it comes to this change, I see, some of us trying to, it's almost like trying to make it, I think of someone making up their mind, that someone changing their mind, but they want to, I think of like, say, maybe someone, like say someone's in school, or you're in school and you decide that you're changing majors, or you're making some kind of change, but you want to explain it to your family in a way, like you want to let them down easy type of vibe, or it's that kind of vibe. And it might be, say, you know, someone might be making changes when it comes to their career and they're telling their partner the changes that they're making, or they're trying to communicate it in a way where it doesn't seem as bad, is what I'm getting when it comes to today's energy. There's some sudden and unexpected change, and there's some level of guilt for some when it comes to this change. And the guilt comes from Moon in Capricorn, and this need to be responsible, this sense of responsibility that some of us naturally take on, or we feel like it's been put on us. And I feel like that's the feeling of guilt that, you know, that could cause a person to feel like they need to let someone down slowly, or let something down slowly, not let it be so harsh when it comes to a delivery about something. Saturn is the ruler of the day, and Saturn is in Pisces, and stellium in Pisces is a part of a trine with Uranus in Taurus and Mars in Leo. So what I like about the positive aspects that are being made is the motivation to go after what's actually in your heart. Like, I think of the person that, you know, first maybe convinced themselves that they could go after this thing because it pays well, or there might be security when it comes to this thing, but there's this, you know, there's something else in your heart. And the thing in your heart, it's like, it's always been calling you, but lately you're finding yourself feeling a little bit more confident with, say, Saturn and Pisces, and also conjunct the North Node and Venus. Is like you're becoming a little bit more confident on how you could materialize this thing that's not a common thing. There's not a lot of people that you know in your life who is pursuing this path or find success when it comes to this thing. And you're starting to see how you could go about making it possible, or how you could go about, go after this thing, how you could make it possible. And you know, there's a little bit of guilt. There's a little bit of guilt because it's like, damn, so-and-so is disappointed because this is not exactly what they wanted for me, but I can't help but wanting what I want for myself. And yeah, when it comes to today's energy, there's some sudden and unexpected change, but I love the sudden and unexpected aspect of today's vibe, because it's that, I always call it like a glitch in the matrix. It's this thing that happens from out of nowhere, but this thing that appears to have happened from out of nowhere, it's like the best thing that could have ever happened, because it's like, if this didn't happen, that wouldn't happen, and boom, you know, these doors wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have crossed paths with these people. So that's what I'm getting when it comes to today's energy and the sudden and unexpected aspects of it. Let's pause for a bit. I am proud of the services that I offer and excited to tell you about them. If it would be your first time booking with me, then I recommend the natal chart and numerology awareness coaching session. For a while, that was the only service I offered, along with the 30 minutes tarot reading, which is still available if you're interested. I noticed the pattern. At the end of the natal chart and numerology coaching sessions, some of you would ask me for a follow-up service options for additional clarity and guidance to assist you with whatever you're going through at the moment. I kept saying, I'll look into it. I don't know why it took me so long. Finally, I have created that option, along with the service option to book a solar return chart reading for those of you who are strategic and like to plan ahead. Everything you need to know is within the description box below. Let's get back into the video. Ooh, interesting. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles energy comes out in the reversal position. So with the Ace of Pentacles in the reversal position, so Ace deals with beginnings. The Pentacles could deal with finances or just stability on a whole. So with it coming out in the reversal position, it brings me to the thought of a lack of stability. It brings me to the thought of maybe, you know, something had a potential to pay more and it's not going to pay more, or there's not enough of a foundation to build a steady thing on. And pairing this up with the Camel, it brings me to the thought of like someone quitting something. I think of like someone making up their mind that they're quitting something. They're no longer participating in a thing. And participating in a thing with the Camel in the reversal position, it could be that this is just not worth my time. It's not worth my time. it's not worth my energy, or I don't want to put the time into this thing that's required to put in. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like this thing, it's not going to allow the foundation that I want to build. Like I want to build XYZ, and this won't allow that. Is something that comes to mind, or the time that I'm going to put into this thing, it's just not going to pay well, is also something that's coming up with something that someone's reflecting, walking away from, or letting go of. Today, the sun enters into Taurus, and the sun entering into Taurus is a part of a T-square between Mars in Leo and Pluto in Aquarius. And I chuckle a little because I think of, like, say, Taurus energy being such a traditional energy, but with Mars in Leo, it's like I don't have the motivation to go after that thing just because it's stable and it's familiar. Like I'm not interested. You know, that's where Mars is. Mars in Leo, we have the courage to make things happen, but only the things that speak to our inner child, only the things that speak to our heart. And we have the courage to also be bold enough to say no. And, you know, that T-square also incorporates Pluto. And, you know, Pluto is in Aquarius. So there is a standoff when it comes to today's energy, because something feels familiar. It feels right. You know, you have the motivation and the courage to make something happen, but it's like, okay, I have the motivation and the courage to go at something or to put my energy towards something, but it won't be that. It's like, that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting from today. I have the courage to make something happen, but that's not what I want to put my courage toward. That's not what I want to put my energy towards. And I say, go for it. I feel like life is too short to waste our time and energy. Whether life is short or long, but it's like, I just can't stand the thought of knowingly wasting my time or energy towards something that I'm just not interested in. I feel like the moment we realize that we're not interested in something, then, you know, we should move on, because we want to spend our time having experiences opposed to, you know, participating in something that you know you don't want to be in, something that you know you don't want to be a part of. And I feel like that's the thing when it comes to today. There's something around time, and, you know, is something worth your time? Is something worth your time and energy? So today is that day that you want to be present when it comes to how you're spending your time, how you're spending your day. Today is that day where you want to make sure that you set alarm clocks or to-do lists to get the important things done if you have anything important to do. If not, then just, you know, go with the flow of this day and surrender to it. On a day like this, I always encourage the importance of aligning yourself with positive frequency, whether you're consuming things that make you laugh, or you're working on your breathing and you are aligning yourself with things that you want. And you do that by aligning yourself with a frequency that feels good, by you yourself feeling good. Because again, with today being a day of sudden and unexpected changes, today's that kind of day where something sudden and unexpected can happen, and it opened doors for you that you never imagined would have opened so fast or even open in the first place. Pleasure sharing this message with you. Please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a blue heart in the comment box below. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.